Okay, let's talk about running bass lines. Running bass lines are basically connecting two bass notes by running in between them. It's as simple as that. It helps if you are very comfortable playing scales before you try this. It might take a little bit more repetition before you're really comfortable with it, and that's okay. I will play something through and then I will show it to you on the music how we are connecting this. Okay, let's look at hymn number 191. Behold the great Redeemer die. Let me show it to you one more time with a variation. That's just that first phrase. Now let's look at the actual sheet music. All right, here we are looking at the actual sheet music as we apply these running bass lines. And you can see if you look at this bass, we start with a B flat and we are going up to an E flat. If you wanted to, you could make your lowest note be B flat, C, D, and then E flat. You would cut out these notes. That's what I mean by a running bass. You are just connecting from this B flat to this E flat by adding in notes that fill in. Now over here I did a fast run down from the F down to the B flat. It ends up being 16th notes when you do it that way to make it fit. My handwriting is very bad because I'm holding the phone with one hand and trying to draw with the other. It's beautiful, woohoo! Da 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 dum, straight down. Now for this next one, we'll come back to this one in just a minute. But I wanted to show you here, we actually did a little bit of a turn. It's kind of an ornament. So I'm trying to get to, actually to this F. I was skipping entirely over this. I don't care about that, although you could run all the way down to there. I was focusing on getting to the F, and there are a few ways you could try to do this. Basically just experiment with how you're playing. If I want to get to the F, right, I have, well, if I do eighth notes there, 1 and 2 and 3 lands on the F. So I could go back up to the G and land on the F if I wanted running eighth notes with absolutely no break. Or I could instead go up here to the A. Again, ignore this note altogether. We're not playing this because we're heading to that F. C, B flat, A, G, A, G. So it would look like this. Okay. And the first way that I showed you that goes down would be, either way works. And there are a number of other ways that work as well. So you could certainly do any of those on that. That would not be a problem. Experiment and see if you can connect things. And why did I decide to skip this one? Simply because I wanted to. I mean, I could probably analyze why I decided to skip that one, but I just thought it sounded nicer to go from there to there than from there down to there and then try to get all the way back up to there. Okay, how about from here to here? We have B flats, a higher B flat, and then a G. And there is a B flat there as well. So B flat is kind of a note that lasts through this whole chord structure, and you don't even have to know what the chords are to know that B flat lasts because you can see it there. What I actually ended up doing was I got faster as I went. So I played like this. And then again, we're ignoring the other notes. We're no longer playing these notes when we're doing this running bass, unless you really want to incorporate them. So 2 sets of 8th notes here going straight up, bum, 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 bum. Well, now I want to get to the G. There are a couple of ways to do that. The way that I did it, I think, on this video was I actually did a triplet here towards the B flat instead of the G. Okay, so with this triplet, it lands me on this B flat here, but then I can also play the G and it sounds fine. So it would look like, and that works great. Another thing that you could do there, if you did not want to do that, is you could go up and you want to land on, what did we say, G? B flat, C, D, E flat, F. And just stop on the F as a quarter note, and then you are ready for the G. This has the effect of slowing down in the middle of the phrase, and the one that I did before has the effect of rhythmically speeding up. You're not actually speeding up, but it gives it more forward motion if you are adding more rhythmic interest in the middle. So you decide which way you're going in a particular phrase before deciding what you want to do. Now, this might look scary, but it isn't once you start playing with it and just start noticing, oh, there's a couple of bass notes that are only 2 notes apart. That would be really easy to just throw a note in between. And I'm trying to see if there's a good example in this song. Looking over the top of my phone. I'm not seeing anything right away, but there might be one where they're only 2 notes apart and you can just easily go from there. If you find it, great, tell me in the comments so we can point it out.